Hey guys, Desolate Magic here with some official Double Masters spoilers. That's right, they're starting today. Probably going to be going on all week, it looks like, so hit subscribe if you don't want to miss them. First spoiler for you, Wizards lied about the VIP pack. There's some fresh hot off the press info. When they said you can pull from a pool of 40 cards that are rare or mythic for the borderless foil treatment, what they actually meant was that it's 32 rare or mythic and 8 common or uncommon. Yeah, 8 out of 40. 20%. Enjoy your 8 new landmines when you're trying to get your value back out of this product, which you shouldn't do because you shouldn't buy it. Gee, thanks for clearing that right up for everybody, Wizards, after people already submitted pre-orders on a product that you know people hate. I wonder if you did that on purpose. Anyway, the first real spoiler is Grimmergerb Magma Magier. I don't know German. It's Grim Lavamancer. This is like a $2 card, not even. After it gets reprinted, it's going to be even lower, so, oh boy. If this card looks familiar, well, 1, they didn't change the artwork, and 2, it was just in Jumpstart. So there's your almost bulk rare landmine that'll destroy any kind of value when you're opening your $15 packs. Next up, we got Champion von Lamholt. Okay, so Champion of Lamholt has a B in it. Why did they replace it with an M just to be German? It's a proper noun. It's not in English or German. It's in Planeswalkerese or whatever the hell. You don't change the spelling of a proper noun in any language. You say it in the language it was originally in. I'm convinced that was actually a typo, but you German people might have some more insight to that. But by the way, this was a $2.50 card until it was just printed in Jumpstart. Now it's $1.50. Now that it's in this set, it'll probably be $1 on a good day. Hey guys, what do you call it when some E-Thought on Twitch with her cleavage out accidentally switches off power to one of her monitors? Thought reflection. I mean, this is kind of a cool reprint because it's from Shadowmoor and then it was only printed in Commander 2015, so there's not a large supply of them. That said, they're only $1.80 though, so is it really that needed of a reprint? But, you know, okay, cool. So if you would draw a card instead you draw 2, I mean, we literally have a better version of this right now in Standard. It doesn't affect the first card you draw in a turn, but it's like 3 or 4 mana. So, I mean, kind of a bad choice. So literally not one good rare so far. Next up we got Boon Reflection. Now this is another Shadowmoor card. It was $13. It's pre-ordering right now at $9. So, I mean, okay, you get 2 rares per pack. I mean, $9. It's barely above the curve, but you know, give it 2 weeks after release, it'll be $7. By the way, are you sensing a theme here? If you would gain life, you gain twice that much life instead. If anything, anywhere doubles anything, they put it in the set. I wouldn't even be surprised to find like some, you know, Torbrand style or Fiery Emancipation or something. If though it's not doubling, it's tripling. So next up we got Expedition Map. You just drop it in for 1, pay 2, tap it, sack it, and go get a land. Any land at all, reveal it, then put it in your hand. So it doesn't go directly into the battlefield, whatever, but this is still a played card. In fact, 7 days ago it was just banned from Pauper for enabling Tron too well. I hate Tron, you hate Tron. It's time Wizards just let Tron die. Why did they have to print this again? Anyway, the special borderless one is actually pre-ordering at like 30, but I don't know about that. Otherwise, it's basically a $1 card. I mean, we've seen it at $2, $3, $4 in the past, but this is going to do it for the value of this card. Still, I mean, like $1 to $3 in common slot. You know, hey, I just hate what the card represents in the game, which is Tron. Next up, we've got an uncommon. It's Reclamation Sage. When it enters the battlefield, you may destroy target artifact or enchantment. It's an elf, so we all know damn well what deck that goes in. This was printed in like every Commander set ever, just about, and it's worthless, so whatever. It's such a staple, it's like, cool, I guess we could use a higher supply of them, whatever. Next up, a card I have actually never heard of, Conjurer's Closet. It's from Avacyn Restored, so I really should have heard of it. And Commander 2013, Commander Anthology, and now it's in Double Masters. This is looking like a $6 to $8 card-ish, depending upon, you know, pre-order releases and stuff. So, you know, okay, the bare minimum to be in the set, I guess. Wouldn't be a disappointment if you open this. But it's a 5-drop at the beginning of your end step. You may exile target creature you control, then return that card to the battlefield under your control. Probably one of the more expensive ways to flicker something, but it is all colors. Accessible to all colors, I should say. It's no colors. Yeah, we don't need another Thassa in the game. I would have not put this in here, but whatever. Next up, Baleful Strix. Now, this card has been printed to death. I wasn't even going to look it up, but apparently it's like $4 or $5. Okay. My guess would have been 25 cents, but it's a cool card. It's a 1/1 for 2, flying Death Touch, and when it enters the battlefield, draw a card. So it's just like a nice little aerial speed bump for somebody's flying deck. Next up, we got Glimmervoid, which was printed in Modern Masters 1 and Mirrodin, so it's nice to see this one come back around. It's about $4, so still a bit of a loss, but we did kind of need it. So I'm confused by the wording here. At the beginning of the end step. I thought the only 2 valid wordings these days were your end step or each end step, but whatever. If you control no artifacts, sacrifice Glimmer Void. So that's a little harsh, but otherwise, yeah, I mean, it comes in untapped and it taps for any color, so hey. Next up, they're enabling more degenerate shit with Blinkmoth Nexus. Oh boy, it's a land where it comes in untapped, taps for colorless, and if you pay 1, it becomes a 1/1 Blinkmoth artifact creature with flying until the end of turn. It's still a land. And then if you pay 1 and tap it, target Blinkmoth creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. I'm pretty sure this is played in Infect, which is why I'm pretty sure I hate it. Also, $3-4 card. I mean, it's not 25% bulk in the rare slot, but it's also not half the cost of a pack, you know what I mean? Next up, we've got Mage de l'Abyss. Or something like that. It's obviously Magus of the Abyss. Or is it Magus? I feel like I should know that. Anyway, it's a 25-cent card. It was in Future Sight, it was in Commander 2017, and I guess nobody plays it. I don't know why. It says at the beginning of each player's upkeep, destroy target non-artifact creature that player controls of his or her choice. It can't be regenerated. I mean, it affects you too, but it's funny. Next up, we got Tron Worm. Worm Coil Engine. I f***ing hate this card. So the card Worm Coil Engine is typically a mythic. Now this is the special whoop-de-doo art. I don't know. Is this only in the VIP edition? I have no idea. This isn't even borderless. This is extended art, which I didn't think was even in here. Is it like it's in the second set of 40 because you get 4 cards you actually give a shit about in the VIP thing? I don't know. Whatever. Hard to determine the price of this card because it is normally pretty much $26 no matter what. But then the Masterpiece one, which, you know, hello, that one was from Aether Revolt. It's $160, but then we also have a pre-release foil version for $33. And that's foil. So will this even be foil? Could it be foil? I don't know. They made it so damn confusing and then they lied about it. So, I mean, probably between 20 and like 45. I don't know. Hard to say. I doubt this will be 100. I also suspect, though, that there is a borderless version of there that's also available in like the other slots in the VIP thing. I don't know. Next up, oh, you might as well throw in the damn Tron lands. Great. We've got Urza's Tower. This card's got, it's been printed in so many different weird versions and art and all this other shit. And I've got some sources telling me that this could potentially be one of the not rare and not mythic VIP cards in the pool of 40, which people are kind of putting a borderless version of this at like $40-50. So, you know, okay, now at that point, does the rarity even matter? I mean, Tron players are giant assholes. We already know this. So they're probably also idiots with their money. So I wouldn't be that surprised. But otherwise, believe it or not, this is about $1 or $2. I mean, it's just been printed so many times. Urza's Power Plant, another about $2 to $3 card. Now that it's being printed in this set of common, it's probably $1. Oh, shocker, Urza's Mine is here too. Another $1, oh boy. But yeah, it looks like all 3 of these are going to be 3 of the VIP borderless thingies. Next up, we've got Karn Liberace. This is, I guess, also going to be one of the Double Masters VIP special borderless whatever alternate. And he's like blue in it. It makes no sense. But this is the regular version, which is currently sitting around $40-50. It's looking like the pre-order numbers are floating in around 40 flat. So obviously a hot card to pull. I remember the last time this was in a Masters set. I believe it was Modern Masters 2015. It was a little bit more than that. But yeah, this card tends to hold its value because it's just so unbelievably broken. It was also an Ultimate Masters, by the way, and that version's still sitting at $45. The Ultimate Master Box Topper Edition, because remember he was on that one with the partially extended art, I guess guaranteed foil, if I remember correctly. That was about 100. I think at the time it was like 130. So believe it or not, the blue alternate art borderless one that could be in the VIP pack is still only about 100 according to people pre-selling it. Then we got Jace the Meme Sculptor here. He is going to be another borderless option. Looking like his borderless is about the same as Karn. It's going to be about $100. Makes sense. I mean, the Eternal Masters edition of him is still 95 though, and that's not foil or anything. That doesn't really make sense to me. I think the borderless one will be like 120, I don't know, but people are literally taking pre-orders right now, sort of. I mean, if I look at Card Kingdom, it says out of stock, so I don't think you can technically order it, so that might be kind of a placeholder price while they kind of figure stuff out. But the regular version is $70-80, so it looks like 70 is going to be the going price to pre-order it right now at this second from Double Masters. Next up, Sun Forger, kind of a cool card. It is +4 attack for 3-drop, but then it has an equip of 3, of course. So you really invest 6 in it. Then if you pay 1 red, 1 white, you can unattach it from whatever it's attached to, then search your library for a red or white instant card with converted mana cost 3 or 4 or less, and then cast that card without paying its mana cost, then shelf your library. Pretty crazy equipment right there. That said, it's only floating in around $4. Next up, it was the worst of times. It was the even worst of times. We've got the Sword of War and Peace. And now that I think about it, I think that's actually the opening to A Tale of Two Cities, not that War and Peace book. I forgot the title. That joke fell off a cliff pretty quick, but this is a $23 mythic-ish. It was printed in New Phyrexia. It is, by the way, also going to be one of the VIP borderless cards. That version's looking like it's about $80. The Masterpiece Aether Revolt version is $95. That makes sense. It does look cooler. Those masterpieces were crazy. So, pretty big money mythic, but not as big as the last ones we've seen. I mean, I'd be happy to open a $23 card. Hey. Next up, we got a pretty cool card here, Sculpting Steel. It's a 3-drop, and when it enters the battlefield, you may have it enter as a copy of any artifact on the battlefield. The flavor text is, an artificer once dropped it in a vault full of coins. She has yet to find it. Yeah, we kind of needed this. It was a $10 card. It's currently pre-ordering at $7, so, okay, whatever. This actually was a Kaladesh masterpiece, still sitting at $55, by the way, ish. Depends if you look, TCG or eBay versus, full retail on Card Kingdom. Card Kingdom's been a bit high lately, by the way. The one thing I don't like about this card is artifact decks. I mean, everybody hates them. What more is there to say? Next up, we got Sharoom the Hegemon, or I don't know what that says. Hegemon? It already looks like a damn Digimon. Now it sounds like a Digimon. Oh, by the way, if you look at those 3 humans in like the bottom middle there, that's a big ass Sphinx. So this was a mythic, I assume also a commander from at least Commander 2013. It was in Commander 2016, though I'm not sure if that was as a commander that time. Doesn't really matter if it's in the deck. You can make it your commander. But it was also in From the Vault Legends, and then it was also an original card from Shards of Alara. Unfortunately, despite it being a mythic in all of those prints, it's $1.29 last we saw it printed, and it's currently pre-ordering at 79 cents. What a great choice, Wizards. So anyway, I mean, it's Esper colors, which that's just a real treat to play against in any format. It's a 5/5 for 6 flyer, and when it enters the battlefield, you may return target artifact card from your graveyard to the battlefield. What a garbage commander. Next up, another $1.50 reprint that's now about 79 cents. Good job, Wizards. It's Terastodon, 8 cost 9/9. When it enters the battlefield, you may destroy up to 3 target non-creature permanents. Nice. For each permanent put into the graveyard this way, its controller creates a 3/3 green elephant creature token. If you're going to pay 7 or higher for a green creature, it damn well better be better than this. Next up, we got an ultra spicy monkey with this one. It's a 1-drop enchantment that says you may play an additional land on each of your turns. If I'm not mistaken, that's the cheapest that effect has ever been. So yeah, this was in Conspiracy, and it was originally in Urza's Saga. Those versions are 45 and 50. So this Double Masters edition, it's looking like it's gonna pre-order at about $30. Damn, that's a money reprint there. Just in time. Everybody's playing Temur Reclamation. It's probably gonna move into Modern. It's so damn unbeatable. Next up, we got a 5th Dawn card. Hell yeah. It was also in Ultimate Masters. It was the box topper, or one of the box toppers in Ultimate Masters. We also got an Aether Revolt Masterpiece version of it. Let's see, what else? It was in Modern Masters 1. I don't think I missed anything, but yeah, now, I mean, it's been printed. Okay, I mean, the original's still $15, but yeah, it looks like this one's going to be $6. So not a terrible choice, but whatever. You bring it in for X and it has Sunburst. It enters the battlefield with a charge counter on it for each color of mana spent on it. Boy, Sunburst never really took off, did it? And then if you pay 2, you sacrifice Engineered Explosives and destroy each non-land permanent with converted mana cost equal to the number of charge counters on it, which you have a very difficult time controlling. Very, very unreliable compared to Blast Zone. A little bit faster, though. This card is basically Annoyance in artifact form, so I'm not glad to see it back, but whatever. Next up, get the Lux Cannon. It's a Scars of Mirrodin card. It was $10, now it's $7, so not a bad choice. And it's a 4-drop artifact, and you can tap it, put a charge counter on it, which you can obviously do the turn it comes in. And then if you tap it and remove 3 charge counters from it, you destroy target permanent. Classic Cannon. This card is amazing. And of course, the flavor text is, there are few problems that can't be solved by putting a hole in the world. I'm getting some GTA 5 vibes here. And that was the last one. So yeah, we have got a shockingly high amount of $3 to $7 rares, which, like I said, if the packs are going to be about 15 apiece, which I believe is what they're going to be, assuming that there's 24 in a box. I'm not sure that's been fully confirmed yet. But yeah, you can split it in half because there's 2 rares or mythics in it. And then you also get the foil, but you can't really count on that. I think it has a 21% chance of it being a rare or mythic in the first place. And then, even then, look at all the dud rares. So you can't really count on the foil spot. I think it's usually like oh, I hate to even estimate this, but I think my spreadsheets have suggested it's 4 to 8% of the value of a pack, so practically negligible. I mean, you pull a foil mythic, you're not going to feel like it's negligible, but good luck doing that. So honestly, pretty underwhelming so far. The bombs are bombs, but the rest is kind of filler, but it's not like we're just seeing 25-cent card after 25-cent card. And it's still got some value, even if you kind of bomb out on it a little bit. I would be happy to see the value go up significantly in the next couple spoilers, but oh boy, we've already seen quite a few of the rares. Well, I guess it felt like a lot. It was only 15, and there's probably, 52 or more? Let's see. There's probably in the 60s now, because it's a 352 card set, but we're not sure how they're really counting the borderless and the exclusive ones and all that. There may even be upwards of 70. You never know. Also, one more bonus tidbit of information here. We do now know 12 of the VIP borderless cards out of 40. I don't know where this site got their information when none of my sites have it, but whatever. It looks like we've got Atraxa, Blightsteel Colossus, Doubling Season, we all knew that. And then Expedition Map, Jace the Mind Sculptor, Kalia the Vast, we knew that one. Karn Liberated, Mana Crypt, I believe we might have known that one. Sword of War and Peace, Urza's Mine, Urza's Power Plant, Urza's Tower. So 4 of the remaining cards, if I'm not mistaken, are going to be not rare or mythic, so it'll be interesting to see what those are. And other than that, we have 28 remaining unknown at this point. Should be interesting, so if you don't want to miss these spoiler videos, hit subscribe, and I will see you guys next video.